Laudetur Jesus Christus. Praised be Jesus Christ. Welcome to this live broadcast of Pope Leo's Angelus address this Sunday, the 24th of August. On behalf of all of my colleagues here at the Vatican's Dicastery for Communication, I would like to welcome you. Whether you are joining us through our Vatican Media app, or via our YouTube channel or Facebook, or via any local or diocesan radio station, including EWTN Television, Catholic Faith Network in America, Salt and Light Television, Shalom World Television, Atmadarshan Television, Catholic Television, and radio stations Luminous Radio India, Radio Maria England, and Radio Maria Papua New Guinea. And another very warm welcome goes to all of you who might be joining through our dedicated American Sign Language broadcast, which has been made possible and is always made possible thanks to our friends at DCYIA, which stands for Deaf Catholic Youth Initiative for the Americas. My name is Francesca Merlo, and it will be my pleasure to provide you with the English language translation and commentaries of today's event. Now, in just a couple of minutes, at 12 o'clock noon, exactly in Rome time, of course, Pope Leo will be appearing at the window of the Apostolic Palace. That's the window which those of you following on screen can see. The cameras are zooming into it, and he will greet all of the pilgrims in the square. As usual, he will give his reflections for the day, and I will be providing an English translation for that. And after his reflections, he will recite the Marian prayer, and he will do so along with all of the faithful in the square, and of course along with you, with any of you following from home who wish to join. And after that, the Pope usually greets some of the groups who are present, and there are quite a few people present, and at that point it would also be the moment for any appeals, if there are any, but we will see about that later on. And here he is. Pope Leo has just appeared at the window, as you can hear from the crowd.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, buona domenica!
Dear brothers and sisters, happy Sunday.
Al centro del Vangelo di oggi troviamo l'immagine.
At the heart of today's Gospel, we find the image of the narrow gate, which Jesus uses in his answer to someone who asks him if only a few will be saved.
Sforzatevi di entrare per la porta stretta, perché molti.
Jesus says, "Strive to enter through the narrow gate. For many, I tell you, will try to enter and will not be able."
Questa immagine fa sorgere in noi qualche domanda. Se Dio è il Padre dell'amore,
At first glance, this image can make us think, if God is the Father of love and mercy, who always stands with open arms to welcome us, why does Jesus say that the gate of salvation is narrow?
Il Signore non vuole scoraggiarci. Le sue parole, invece, servono.
Certainly, the Lord does not want to discourage us. Rather, his words are meant primarily to challenge the presumption of those who think they are already saved, who perform religious acts, and feel that is all that is needed.
Essi non hanno compreso che non basta compiere atti religiosi se questi non trasformano il cuore.
They have not realized that it is not enough to perform religious acts unless they change hearts. The Lord does not want worship detached from life. He is not pleased with sacrifices and prayers unless they lead to greater love for others and justice for our brothers and sisters.
Vantandosi d'aver mangiato e bevuto con lui e di
For
aver
this reason,
ascoltato
when
i
such people
suoi
come before the Lord,
insegnamenti,
boasting
si
that they ate
sentiranno
and drank with him
rispondere:
and heard him
"Voi
teaching in their
non
streets,
so di dove
they will
siete,
hear him reply,
allontanatevi da me,
I do
voi
not know
turpi
where you come
operatori
from.
di
Go
ingiustizia."
away from me, all you
Fratelli e
evildoers.
sorelle, è bella la provocazione che ci giunge dal Vangelo di oggi, mentre a volte ci capita di giudicare
Brothers
chi
and
è
sisters,
lontano dalla fede.
the challenge presented
Gesù
to us
mette
in
in
today's
crisi
Gospel is
la
worth considering.
sicurezza dei credenti. Egli infatti ci dice che non
While we may
basta
sometimes be
professare la
judgmental
fede
towards
con
those
le
distant
parole,
from the faith,
mangiare e
Jesus
bere con
calls into
lui,
question the
celebrando
security of believers.
l'Eucaristia, o
He
conoscere
tells us that
bene
it
gli
is not enough to
insegnamenti
profess the faith
cristiani.
with words, to
La
eat and
nostra
drink with
fede
him by
è
celebrating the
autentica
Eucharist, or to have
quando
a good
abbraccia
knowledge of Christian
tutta la
doctrine.
nostra vita,
Our
quando
faith is
diventa un
authentic when it
criterio per
embraces
le
our
nostre
whole
scelte,
life,
quando ci
when it
rende
becomes a
donne
criterion
e
for our
uomini che
decisions,
si impegnano nel bene
when it makes
e
us women and
rischiano
men
nell'amore
committed to doing what
proprio
is right
come ha fatto
and who
Gesù.
take risks out of love,
Egli
even as
non ha
Jesus did.
scelto la via facile del successo o del potere, ma
He did
pur
not
di
choose the
salvarci,
easy
ci
path
ha
of
amati
success or
fino
power.
all'attraversare
Instead,
la porta
in order to save
stretta
us,
della
he
croce.
loved us to the point of walking
Lui
through
è la
the narrow
misura
gate
della
of the
nostra
cross.
fede. Lui è la porta che dobbiamo attraversare per essere salvati.
Jesus is the
Vivendo
true
il
measure
suo
of our
stesso
faith.
amore,
He is the gate
diventando
through
nella
which we
nostra
must pass
vita
in order to be saved by
operatori di
experiencing His love
giustizia e di
and by
pace.
working in our daily
A
lives
volte
to promote
questo
justice and
significa
peace.
compiere scelte faticose e impopolari, lottare contro il proprio
There are times
egoismo
when this
e
involves making
spendersi per gli
difficult and
altri,
unpopular decisions,
perseverare nel
resisting
bene,
our selfish
là dove
inclinations,
sembrano prevalere le
placing
logiche
ourselves
del
at the
male
service of
e
others,
così via.
and persevering in doing what is
Oltrepassando
right
questa
when the
soglia,
logic of evil seems to prevail,
scopriremo che la
and
vita
so
si
on.
spalanca davanti a noi in modo nuovo.
Once we
E fin
cross that
d'ora
threshold, however,
entreremo nel
we will
cuore
discover that
largo di
life
Dio
flourishes
e
anew.
nella gioia della festa
From that
eterna
moment on,
che
we
Egli
will
ha
enter into the
preparato
immense
per
heart
noi.
of God and the joy of the eternal
Invochiamo la
banquet that
Vergine
He has
Maria
prepared for us.
perché ci aiuti ad
Let us ask the
attraversare con
Virgin Mary
coraggio
to help
la
us find the
porta
courage to
stretta del
pass through
Vangelo,
the narrow gate of the
così che
Gospel,
possiamo
so that we
aprirci
may
con
open
gioia
ourselves with
alla
joy
larghezza
to the wide
dell'amore di
embrace
Dio Padre.
of God, our loving Father.
Angelus Domini nunciavit Mariae.
Et concepit de Spiritus Sancto.
Ave Maria, gratia plena Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus.
Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen.
Ecce ancilla Domini.
Fiat mi secundum verbum tuum.
Ave Maria, gratia plena Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus.
Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen.
Et verbum caro factum est.
Et habitavit in nobis.
Ave Maria, gratia plena Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus.
Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen.
Ora pro nobis sancta Dei Genetrix.
Ut digni efficiamur promissionibus Christi.
Oremus. Gratiam tuam, quesumus Domine, mentibus nostris infunde, ut qui angelo nunciante, Christi filii tui incarnationem coniovimus, per passionem eius et crucem, ad resurrectionis gloriam perducamur, per Christum Dominum nostrum.
Amen.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto.
Sic ut erat in principio et nunc et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto.
Sic ut erat in principio et nunc et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto.
Sic ut erat in principio et nunc et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Pro fidelibus defunctis, requiem aeternam dona eis Domine,
Et lux perpetua luceat eis.
requiescant in pace.
Amen.
Dominus vobiscum,
Et cum spiritu tuo,
sit nomen Domini benedictum,
ex hoc nunc et usque in saeculum,
adiutorium nostrum in nomine Domini.
qui fecit caelum et terram.
Benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus.
Amen.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, esprimo la mia vicinanza alla popolazione
Dear
di
brothers and
Cabo
sisters,
Delgado in Mozambico,
I express my closeness to the
vittima
people
di
of
una
Cabo
situazione
Delgado,
di
Mozambique,
insicurezza e violenza
who have become victims
che
of an
continua
unsecure
a
and
provocare
violent
morti
situation
e
that continues to
sfolati.
cause death and
Mentre
displacement.
faccio appello a non dimenticare questi
In asking
nostri
you not to
fratelli e
forget
sorelle,
these brothers and
vi
sisters of
invito
ours,
a pregare per loro
I invite
ed
you
esprimo la
to pray for them,
speranza che gli
and I
sforzi
express
dei
my hope
responsabili
that
del
the efforts
Paese
of the country's
riescano a
leaders
ristabilire la
will
sicurezza
succeed
e la
in restoring
pace
security
in
and
quel
peace
territorio.
in that territory.
Venerdì scorso, 22 agosto, abbiamo accompagnato con la nostra preghiera e con il
This last
digiuno
Friday, the
i
22nd of August,
fratelli
we
e le
accompanied
sorelle
with our
che
prayers and
soffrono
fasting
a
our brothers and
causa
sisters
delle
who are
guerre.
suffering because of wars.
Oggi ci uniamo ai nostri fratelli ucraini, i quali con l'iniziativa
Today we join our
spirituale
Ukrainian brothers and
Preghiera
sisters who,
Mondiale
with
per
the spiritual
l'Ucraina,
initiative World Prayer for
chiedono che il
Ukraine,
Signore
are
doni
asking
la
the Lord
pace al loro
to grant peace to
martoriato
their
paese.
tormented country.
Saluto tutti voi, fedeli di Roma e pellegrini dei vari paesi.
I greet all of you, the faithful of Rome and pilgrims from various countries,
In particolare quelli di Karaganda
in particular those from Karaganda in Kazakhstan,
Budapest e la
Budapest,
comunità del Pontificio Collegio Nordamericano.
and the community, the seminarians and staff
Sono
of the
lieto di
Pontifical North
accogliere
American
la banda
College.
musicale di Gozzano e i gruppi
I am pleased to
parrocchiali
welcome the
di Bellaggio,
Gozzano Music Band and the
Vidigulfo,
parish groups from
Carbonia,
Bellaggio,
Corlo,
Vidigulfo, Carbonia,
Val
Corlo,
Cavallina.
and Val Cavallina, all
Saluto
places in
inoltre
Italy.
i fedeli
I also
giunti in
greet
bicicletta
the
da
faithful who have
Rovato
come
e da
by
Manerbio,
bicycle from Rovato and
e il
Manerbio,
gruppo della Via Lucis itinerante.
and the Via Lucis group, the
A
itinerant
tutti
Via
voi
Lucis group.
auguro una buona domenica.
To all of you, I wish you a very happy Sunday. And with that, we come to an end of this live broadcast of Pope Leo's Angelus, this Sunday, the 24th of August. So whether you've joined us through our Vatican Media app or YouTube channel or Facebook or via any local or diocesan radio station or television station, including EWTN Television, Catholic Faith Network in America, Salt and Light Television, Shalom World Television, Atmadarshan Television, Catholic Television, Luminous Radio India, Radio Maria England, or Radio Maria Papua New Guinea. Thank you. And of course, a final thank you to all of you who have joined through our dedicated American Sign Language broadcast, made possible thanks to our friends at Deaf Catholic Youth Initiative for the Americas. My name is Francesca Merlo, and it has been my pleasure being with you today. So until next time, Laudetur Jesus Christus, praised be Jesus Christ.